Well, my friends, this is Mike with Mike's Wilderness, and it is a beautiful day here in the Minneopa State Park. This is kind of my opening credits or whatever to my today's adventure, this day hike. See some people over there in the county park side. Looks like they're standing at the observation deck and enjoying the weather. About 75 degrees, 2:30 in the afternoon, and very, very windy. I'm kind of hoping that I'm getting over and above the noise here so that you can hear my narration. As we look down into the valley here, we notice that a lot of the leaves are gone and more of the creek is beginning to show up, and that's an enjoyable thing. Now with that, I think we're going to get on with our mission, which is to get out and just enjoy the weather. And yeah, beautiful day, beautiful day. A lot of breeze, no bugs, so that's a good thing. All right, in a bit. Kind of a sign of the times. Huh. Won't be the last lost in the woods, that's for sure. Here we're looking at the base of an eastern red cedar, and this has been exposed here for many, many years. And I've even filmed, I think, my 4 trees for good bushcraft use. Featured this particular tree for eastern red cedar in one of my previous videos. But I always like to watch it over the years just to see how it changes, how it's growing. Look at that root system as it hangs down over the sandstone here. And yeah, it's both artistic and very natural, and it's kept this tree in place for a very long time, and I like it. It's a nice example of the eastern red cedar, especially when it's blossomed out. A lot of the leaves and such are off of it now. It's kind of almost looks like it's dying back some, but anyway, just thought I'd feature that here in the video. All right, further adventure. Well, my friends, we're down here by the Minneopa Creek. I don't get here very often, but just thought we'd feature it today. And yeah, it's got a little good flow to it today, and a lot of flood debris and downed trees and the like. But I kind of like to come down here along the shoreline, and you can often find deer tracks and human tracks, and always kind of fun to see which direction they're going and try to figure out their step and their pace and maybe their age and whether it's male or female. And there's some dog tracks here too, I see. So lots to explore, and I think we're going to get out and get to it. But yeah, wanted to show you where another thing we're looking at today. All right, let's see. Well, here we are at the railroad bridge over the Minneopa Creek. And there's a bit of a spillway here. After all the construction, they've put in some large boulders and made something of a small falls of it. It's kind of nice. And there's the railroad bridge itself and some of the new portion of it. And fortunately, we still have a path underneath so we can get out to the confluence. So we're going to go over there and take a look, and I'll show you. But this stream gets a lot of debris and trees falling into it, and you can see there ahead of us how much of it is in the way. I'm not sure how that's going to interfere with the ice in the fall or late winter, but yeah, it makes it interesting. Sometimes when the water's low, you can even cross the stream here and get to the other side. All right, let's go. Well, here we have the confluence where the Minneopa Creek dumps into the mighty Minnesota River as it heads sort of north. Well, at this point, I guess it's kind of southeast to Mankato, and then turns northeast. South, yeah, heads southeast and then turns northeast in the opposite direction to head to the Twin Cities. Here the water is dumping in, and running at a pretty good clip. I can't even remember the last time we had any rain, so we did have some snow not long ago, and most of this might be meltwater. Occasionally you can look across the Minnesota River here and see deer coming down to the edge to drink along the floodplain over there, but nothing today. I'll try to show you if I can. This is very near the area where I filmed my stranded canoeist video, if you are looking at some of my others, and did a little bit of introductory stuff here. Alright, let's get going. As of today, November 7th, it was announced that Joe Biden had former president, or Vice President Joe Biden had been elected President of the United States. And it was announced today, and here somebody has put a little graffiti on this tree, I guess, to make mention of it, I suppose. Anyway, but that happened on this date, November 7th. Hopefully it will mean some kind of a good change. We'll see. One thing you can always be sure of is along the floodplains you can find some interesting debris. And here we have a tire rim with a tire on it, and you could probably use that for a fire pit in a pinch. There's a little lead weight there that could be used for possibly a drop line to do some fishing. Rubber could be harvested for making some kind of a sandal or whatever. Lots of possibilities if you think outside the box or outside the tire, I guess. Anyway, just had to feature that. Well, we've hiked back towards the bridge, and if I zoom in here, across the creek, on the other side is there's an observation deck up there as part of the county park, and it looks like there's a couple of people attempting to climb down right there in the center of the screen. Good luck to them. It gets a little treacherous, but yeah. It's been kind of fun visiting this area since the construction. And in the wintertime it'll freeze up and you'll be able to cross or probably come down and snowshoe this area fairly well. So, alright, we'll carry on. Well, here is a stand of dried up stinging nettle, and there's usually quite a bit of it at this point in the park alongside the Minneopa Creek, and so I've harvested some of it, a couple of strands here, twisting it together, and I'm going to see how much of a fiber I can twist up here in a short period of time to show you what you can do to make natural cordage. Hope that's in focus. I'll see if I hold it just right. So let me see if I can get it done. Okay, here we go. We've taken 2 strands of stinging nettle and put them together into a nice thread. This is about 12 inches worth, 2-stranded reverse wrap cordage, and it's very, very strong. I could use this now to repair my gear, or use it in some kind of a snare configuration, like a promontory peg types, deadfall, and things like that. Having that skill to be able to make natural cordage is a really good thing to have, and I wished I was in a better condition to that's the wrong word, a better position to set up my camera on a tripod and demonstrate the technique. But there's videos all over the place on how to make 2-stranded reverse wrap cordage. But sometimes when you have the opportunity to come across some nettle and you can learn how to process it, it's good to stop and practice. This took me about 4 minutes to get 12 inches, so not a bad deal. Okay, let's move on. Well, I found this somewhat interesting. Of course, we have the Mask Up Minnesota sign and keep your distance. And then this saying, the shower building closed 10 to 11 for sanitizing. Please plan accordingly, which would kind of tell me that maybe the building is open at certain times. Interesting. I just thought I'd have to feature that. And of course there's this sign, showers and restrooms closed for the season. Use the vault toilet near site B18. So, kind of some mixed messages here. Well, we appear to have a lot of activity in the park. Starting way over there with like a little blue tent. Somebody else just coming into a campsite. I see through the trees. Several vehicles over there in the B loop. And one big kind of a mobile home here. And right on down the line, it's almost like every single site has got somebody in it. Interesting. That's a good thing, I guess. It is a beautiful weekend for it. They must have all seen what the weather was going to be like and decided to take it in. So, okay, well, keep moving here. Maybe a woodchuck or some kind of burrowing animal that has dug this hole. It looks to be about 6 inches across, a little more, 6 to 8 inches. And it appears to be dug in under this large glacial erratic. So, there. If not now, maybe later. Yeah, always fun to find sign of something. Today there's been an abundance of trail signs made by humans. Here's an axe on the soil. And yeah, I remember as a Boy Scout we used to do signs for tracking and trailing, and yeah, we got some gunshots in the background. Yeah, one of these days maybe we'll have to talk about putting trail markers up on the trail just to kind of mark resources. And yeah, some kids having fun drawing in the ground. There's a kind of a singular scratch right there. Dragging a stick or something. Having some fun. Okay. So, short time after I made up that 10 to 12 inches of cordage with the nettle, I found some more nettle, and now I've got about 18 inches of it here in a small coil, and it's really quite strong. And yeah, I'm going to keep that in my gear bag, and maybe we'll put together a promontory peg for some kind of a deadfall trap, and we'll show you how this can work. That'll be in another video though at another time. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring it up. Stopping long enough here to do a little train spotting, and here it comes. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4 engines. Well, we'll see how long that goes. I'm not going to video the whole thing, but we'll stand here and enjoy it. See how long it goes. So far we're up to about 45, 50 seconds. So moving pretty good. Okay, let's stop for a bit. And there's the end. Not very long, but long enough. Look at how fuzzy this has become. That looks like it would just take a spark so easily. Might have to do some playing with that. I had pictures of these earlier and they were green, but now they're all just almost cottony fluff. All right, moving on. Well, my friends, it's been a good day. About 2 hours, 15 minutes of hiking time, and seems I always end my hike at the same place here near the parking lot every time. But you know, I got to thinking eventually I'll be able to kind of compare this scenery over the seasons, and I'll be able to see just how often it changes, and just what are the colors and vegetation and everything. Anyway, I guess we'll end the hike, end the day, take this home, maybe get some dinner, and enjoy my evening. Thanks for joining me on this hike, much appreciated. Please like and subscribe if you can, and we'll be sure to keep bringing you the daytime adventures. Sometimes they're special things and sometimes it's pretty ordinary, but I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Hope you're all getting out there, getting dirty, and having some fun. And take care, and we'll see you the next time around. Bye.